Hey everybody, welcome back to Lemon Branch DIY. Today's project, we're going to change the headlights out on my 2015 Honda Pilot. Stick with me and I'm going to show you how. Okay, you guys, I've got my 2015 Pilot here, and it is 10 years old, and the headlights have finally become so dim that they need to be replaced. In fact, I've got one that just completely burned out. So what I'm gonna do is, you have multiple options on how to upgrade those headlights. You can either purchase the exact same that you got originally and keep them a halogen bulb, or you can switch it to LEDs. Well, I'm gonna switch mine to LEDs because I want it to be just a little bit brighter and so I can see the road just a little bit better. So I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. Basically the whole process is pretty simple. It should not take you very long, but there's a few tricks along the way, so I'll show you as we get into it. Okay, so these are the tools that you're going to need. You just basically need a screwdriver and a pair of gloves, and then just a flashlight so you can kind of see up underneath the hood in the darker areas. Now that we've got it open, you can see where the headlights are, right? Well, in order to get to the light, it's actually back behind the light itself. The whole headlight, right here, you've got a battery, and it's located back behind here. Now, it's kind of hard to reach in because you've got this air intake right here, but this is the easiest thing to take off. It may look intimidating, but it's super easy. Got these little pegs in here, right here, one on each side. So the only thing you really need the screwdriver for is to go in here and you just get underneath there and pop that guy up. Go underneath this side, pop that guy up. Then you can just lift it straight out. You can get both of these little pegs out just like that. And if it doesn't come out, just lift up on the whole air intake, and then you can get this other side out. Now we're just left with this guy, and you can lift it out. And this right here just is a rubber gasket, so you can just pull it right off the rubber gasket. Let me get underneath my arm. You just pull it right off the rubber gasket. It's super easy. All right. Okay, so now that we're underneath here, you can see the back of this whole entire plastic thing that you're seeing, this entire black thing is the back housing of the headlight assembly itself. All right, so you can see the back of the lights there, and they look just like that. Okay, so there's one of two ways that you can do this. You can either just twist the whole thing off in a counterclockwise motion, so just like that, and you can see how those pegs line up to pull this out, just like this. Okay, so that's how you remove the light. You just pull it out, and there's the actual headlight. Now to get it out, once you push down on that peg, you pull the whole thing out just like that. Okay, now we're going to reach in to get the low beam. And so this one's a little bit tighter, as you can see, but I'm going to come behind it just like this, and I'm going to do the same thing. We're going to twist the whole thing until you feel it pop, and then we'll pull that out just like that, the same way. Okay, so sometimes it's actually easier, you know, if you just kind of are looking at the front of the headlight, and as you reach behind, you can kind of see exactly where that thing's gonna go. So this is the box that they come in, and what I did is I just wanted to line up the old halogen bulbs versus the new LED bulbs. And you can see how different those are. See the LEDs, how those light up? Just a totally different style of light. All right, so this is what they look like on the back side. So you just want to make sure that you get the right size. So this is an H11, that's the original. This is the new LED, matches H11. This one here, it says 9005. This one matches up to 9005. So you can see that they are very similar, but they're just enough different. You can see the difference between how the halogen bulb is and how the new LED is. So one thing I will say is I buy this kit because I'm going to do everything all at the same time. So I want to make sure that I'm doing the low beam and the high beam all at the same time, because they'll probably burn out similar, you know, as far as hours rating. So I'm just going to replace everything at the same time. So the back of the new light, you can see the back of the new light just needs to go right into the wiring of where the old one came out. Okay, so you can see that I've got it
plug back in, and then you just kind of line it up and stick it in and make sure it's vertical. So you want to have that going vertical up and down. So there's the new low beams into place. Now we'll come back and do the high beams, which is right there. Okay, so what I have discovered on this high beam, what is actually way easier, is to just take the headlight and just to take the bulb and to actually put it in first. So you see these little pegs, you'll line those up and then you make it vertical. So with this housing, it's almost impossible to get it off or to get it on when this thing is on as well. So what you want to do is get the light in first, and then we'll reattach this wiring. So we'll line it up just like that. You make sure that this goes up all the way until it snaps into place, just like that. Now it's nice and tight and it's vertical. Okay, so now we've got them all installed properly. That right there is your low beam. And then if we come back over, you can see there's the high beam right there. All right, this kind of shows you what it looks like inside. So you see how it's a little bit different with the LEDs. I'm kind of excited about these. We'll see how they turn out. The location of the passenger side lights, to get to that, you can see it's a lot easier to get to because there's nothing really obstructing it. So yeah, so there's the low beams. It's pretty simple to just reach up in there. There's nothing really getting in the way. And then if we pan over, right there is there's the high beams. So those ones are a lot easier to get to. All right, you guys, check it out. We've got the lights done on both sides. They are so nice and bright. I know it's daytime, but I can't wait to see what these look like at night. These are gonna be so much brighter, so much better. And look at the color of them. I really like the color of them. It's not that white, but it's definitely a nice bright. It just matches the car really good. Okay, so now that we've got all the headlights on this side, the driver's side is done. We got the headlights in. They test great. Everything looks good. We just need to put this air intake back in. And so, like I said, it's really easy. You know, it just slides back on here. This right here being a rubber gasket, it's really simple. You just kind of line it up and then push and twist at the same time, and it'll go right back on just like that. So I don't know if you can see how easy that was. You just twist it right back on, and then you just slide it right back into place. Boom, just like that. Let's put the pegs back in. So start with the big fat guy. Stick that back in. We'll do that on this side. Back in. And then these little pegs go inside of them. So you just line that up. Boom, back in. Line that up. Boom, back in. That is all back together. Easy can be. Easy cheesy, as they say. All right, you guys, there you have it. It is actually not too bad of a job. Just use both hands. It's a lot easier with both hands instead of trying to do it one hand and film. But it's not too difficult of a job. And I'm really excited about how bright these are gonna be at night. So I feel kind of like, hey, this is like a brand new car with these fancy LEDs. So like I said, I'll leave a link in the description down below for the lights that I'm using. So far, I'm really impressed with them. Thank you guys again for watching. Like I said, hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe, and then we'll see you on the next project.